Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Barravecchio here, back with another video. I hope you guys enjoyed the last one about eBay dropshipping, and today we're going to be talking about, is it too saturated to start your own Amazon dropshipping business in mid-2020? This has been highly requested. I get a ton of you guys asking me, oh, is it too late to start this? I hear it's very saturated, blah, blah, blah. So I thought I would address this in a proper video and talk to you guys about whether or not I think it's worth it to start this business now that it's June 2020. I have been doing this since mid-October of 2018, so it's been almost 2 years now, and I gotta say that this business has changed so much, and for sure, no doubt about it, there has been a lot more people come into this space. However, to recap it, you can stop watching the video right now, but it is definitely not too late to start this business, and I will explain why in the rest of this video. So the way I want to start this off is saying that the word saturated is just such a loosely used term in this e-commerce space. Everybody uses this word saturated, in my opinion, as an excuse. Oh, it's too saturated to start X, so I'm not going to start it because there's so many other people doing it. Here's the thing though, if you think about it in the other way, if it's saturated and there's a lot of people doing it, it means it's working. People wouldn't be doing something that isn't working and isn't making them money, right? So since that this is becoming more saturated, it means that it is working and that this business model still does work. So if other people are doing it, why wouldn't you take a piece of it for yourself? And that's just the way I would like you guys to think about it compared to the way a lot of other people are thinking about it in terms of saturation means that it's just not working and there's too many people. But if there's a lot of people doing it, it means that it is working since people are doing it. Why would people do something and put in all this work for something that's not making them any money and just simply isn't working? I want to add now that I think I'm a good person to talk about this, being that I've been in this space for so long and I've seen a lot of people come and go throughout this space. I'm also not here to sell you anything. I don't sell anything to the people that watch my videos or watch my Instagram. I'm simply showing you exactly what I do, giving you insight, giving you tips and stuff like that. So I'm not here to tell you, oh, join my program, blah, blah, blah. I don't have one. And I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just here to inform you and help you guys out. To keep going, a little bit of the breakdown with Amazon dropshipping is that we're essentially listing products for sale on Amazon. And once a customer purchases a product, we then purchase the product from one of our other suppliers and ship it straight to the customers. That's a very simple model, and that's really how it works. So this is still doable, being that there's so many people shopping on Amazon right now. So many people are stuck in their houses to purchase products. Where I'm at in New Jersey, we're still not opening due to everything that's going on. So there's still people purchasing a lot of stuff online because they can't go to the brick and mortar store to get it. And it makes complete sense why it's a great time to start. A little disclaimer I want to put is that one of the reasons I would say that it's not the greatest time to start Amazon dropshipping is because one of the new policies that they put in probably about, I want to say 6 or 7 months ago, is what we call the invoice ban. And what that is basically when you start to list some products on Amazon, they're going to ask you for invoices, and you may or may not get this. However, what that is them basically trying to make sure that you're a good seller and make sure that you're not either doing some shady stuff, because there's a lot of people overseas that start up accounts, sell a bunch of stuff, and then run with the money and don't ever ship the products to the customers. And the reason that Amazon has to put policies like these in place is because if you're a customer and you purchase something from a third-party seller on their platform, the customer's mad at Amazon. They had a bad experience with Amazon. They don't really care about if you're a third-party seller or not. As a customer's perspective, they're thinking, I didn't get my product, I bought it off Amazon, Amazon sucks. So they put this in place to make sure that people are being good sellers, and I respect them for this policy. So something that you have to keep in mind is that if you are new to selling on the platform, you're gonna have to give it a couple months to really start to get some traction. You know, you can't list a lot of items in the beginning to avoid this ban, and when they ask for these invoices, we don't have wholesale connects and stuff like that to get them. So there are ways around it. However, they do become costly. And if you're a newbie just trying to start out with $100, $200, you're not going to want to spend $2,000 from one of these suspension people to get your account back. So you have to be careful. And when you list, you have to start up and go very slow. So it's just a disclaimer, you know, back when I started, you could list hundreds of products right off the bat and really not have any issues. But now with these policies, you have to take it slow. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about starting this business. You have to give it 5 or 6 months to really get your business off the ground and start rolling. And it's not a bad thing, because what you're doing in that period is showing Amazon that you are a trusted seller and they can trust you to make sure that you fulfill your orders, make sure that the customers are happy and satisfied and stuff like that. So they let us use their platform to sell, and it's a huge advantage for us rather than using our own website because there's so much traffic on their website already. So just keep that in mind that the first couple months, they're not going to be extremely lucrative, they're not going to be extremely profitable, and you have to spend a couple months just to make sure that Amazon sees you as a good seller on their platform, which, like I said, is respectable, and you shouldn't be trying to sell if you're going to be somebody that tries to, scam people or try to take orders and not fulfill them and give mispromises, because then you don't deserve to be on the platform and they should suspend you. You're supposed to run a legitimate business, and there's plenty of money to be made legitimately compared to trying to screw people out of their money. So another thing I want to talk about in 2020 and whether or not this is a good thing for you to start is right now there's so many people at their houses ordering products, so it's a great time to get into this, because even though you can't scale really quickly because you are making a new seller's account, in 6 months from now, you'll be ready to go, you'll be ready to scale, and most businesses take 1 to 3 years to really make profit. Like a brick and mortar, if you wanted to open up a pizzeria, let's say, and you had to put $250,000 into it to start it, you're not gonna make that much profit the first year, maybe not even the second year. So you have to keep that in mind that with these businesses, you could start an Amazon dropshipping business for less than $100, or less than $200 if you wanted to get an LLC and stuff like that. So make sure that you are taking that into account. Don't try to hop into it and try to make a bunch of money right off the bat. You're trying to start a business here, and if you want to start a business, you need to know that it's going to take a little bit of time before you become profitable, and you need to keep that in mind. Just make sure you know that you're not in this for a short term, you're in this for the long term. Like I said, I've been doing this for almost 2 years now, same exact model, little things change, just trying to keep myself above the competition. So make sure you keep that in mind when you're starting this business. You don't want to jump into it right away and try to make a bunch of money in 2 months and then be done with it. This is something you want to make you money every single month, build out a team to help you out and scale in 6 months to a year, and this is very lucrative for you. And the reason that there is so much potential with this is because of the saturation, because there is so many people doing this, so there's no reason why you shouldn't take this for yourself. Take this opportunity and run with it and get it started for yourself. Take a piece of the pot for yourself, 100%. No reason not to. So the last thing I want to talk about is just be careful when you start this business. I don't want anyone to have a problem. I'm just out here and trying to give you guys information for your own educational purposes. I see a lot of big Amazon sellers, talking down a lot on Amazon dropshipping. This is extremely lucrative. I don't think this is something that will last you 10 years. However, I don't know. I haven't been in the space for 10 years. And frankly, nobody really has, because this model's pretty new, probably around 5 years or so. So nobody knows what it's gonna do in 10 years, regardless of what they say or what they put out on their Instagram, YouTube, whatever. But I think this is a great way to kind of get started in e-com, get started for little to no money. It only costs you $39.99 a month for an Amazon seller professional account. So you really cut your losses pretty much there. I mean, if you're not willing to put $40 into trying to start a business, I don't really know what you're trying to do, and you probably should just go get a job or something like that, because you're not willing to take a $40 risk. But what I can say also is that this is also a good bridge to build a really big Amazon business. I'm starting to make this jump as well. I'm trying to start getting into wholesale FBA, as I'm sure a lot of you guys might know, that's what I've been working on. So I'm taking the money that I've made from Amazon dropshipping, putting it into inventory and shipping pallets. That's something where I know people have been doing it for 5-10 years, wholesale FBA, and I think it's a great way for me to bridge over, and it's a perfect time to do so now. So yeah, just think of this as a bridge. It's definitely not too saturated to start with. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some insight out of it. This is definitely something you guys can start. It's not that complicated. It's pretty simple to open up a seller's account. You go on sellercentral.com, sellercentral.amazon. You could just Google Seller Central, open up an account. There's an interview for you. It's basically just like, who are you, social security, if you're not in the US, whatever that would be. You can start this from anywhere. And once you start that, I recommend using the US marketplace, because we have the most active buyers. Use the US marketplace, use the US suppliers. A lot of times I could beat Prime shipping. I could put out next day. Right now, it's a little bit hard to do so, because with everything that's going on in the world right now, just the supply chain is messed up, because, the suppliers have less people in their warehouse. The people on the postal carriers, UPS, USPS, FedEx, they have less people in the fulfillment centers. So everything just takes a little bit longer, so your ship times might not be as quick. But buyers mostly understand that, and you can work that into your model. You can work that into your shipping times and handling times. That way people don't expect an item to be there in 2 days, and you really can't get it there for a week and a half, because it's not your fault. but just the supply chain's messed up because people can't really work. I wanted to add this last part before I ended the video. If you guys like this content, please let me know. I'm not gonna be one of the dudes that say leave a like and subscribe at the end of the video, because when I watch a lot of YouTube, that's like the only TV I watch, and it gets so old to watch every single video where they're like leave a like and subscribe at the end. But I really do appreciate any comments that you guys have on these videos. I like putting them out because compared to Instagram, this is like where I could talk to you guys and really connect and answer your questions more. You know, if this content is very helpful for you guys, please let me know. Let me know what videos you want to see, because I'm just trying to help everybody out. I'm going to get into more tactical stuff like how to find products to sell, how to list them, customer service methods, how to increase your profit margins, how to hire out, stuff like that, and really help you guys on the tactical aspects of Amazon and eBay. I'm just trying to open up the channel a little bit and get in a rhythm with what I'm doing, because I haven't been consistent on recording videos for you guys. So let me know what kind of content you guys want to see. I'm more than happy to make basically whatever video. I do enjoy making these. So I'm not gonna say it, but have a nice day. Send me a message if you have any questions. I will respond to all your DMs if you come from YouTube. I respond to all the DMs, so I'll leave my Instagram right here. And yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.